automata theory and the formal language in the computer application, it is very important. Okay, so whenever we talk about the automata theory, no, so we can say it is a branch of computer science only that basically deals with designing the abstract, the self-propelled computing device. Okay, so here we are using one term, that is the self-propelled. Okay, so what is the self-propelled? We can say it is a self-driven or the self-motivated computing device. Okay, that follows some predetermined sequence of operation. Okay, and it is done automatically. So, what is the main aim of this automata theory? That we have to design some device that can be self-propelled or self-driven, that follow some set of predetermined sequence of operation. Okay, and it can perform some tasks automatically. Okay, so this is the first aim of this automated theory, and depending on this, how do we prepare the device or create a machine, whether it is the finite machine or infinite machine, we can create that we will learn. Okay, so this automated theory can help to prepare the finite set of machine, we can say, or the finite state of machine, we can say. Okay, so where this finite term or the infinite term we can't use most of the time. So finite means there is some set of instruction that to be followed to perform some task, or there could be some indefinite set of tasks or the statements that can be followed to do a task. Okay, and along with that we will learn one more thing, that is the formal language. Okay, so what is the formal language basically? So here we will study the formal language. Okay, so that is consist of like some set of symbol. Okay, and this set of symbol will follow some set of rule of formation, how this symbol can be combined to make a sentence. Okay, so using some symbol we will see how it will follow some set of rule and make one sentence. And as we know, the language is nothing but the information that we are provided through a sentence. Okay, so the formal language is what this is dealing with the abstract model of we can say the general characteristics of the programming language. So it is not directly followed some rule of the programming language, but as we are saying this is the formal language, it consists of set of some symbol and some rule of formation of that sentences. Okay, so we can say this formal language is a set of all the sentences that permit to permit by rule of formation. Okay, so in the subsequent classes we will see in the details how this we can create this finite state machine, or we can create the formal languages in this whole chapter or in this whole syllabus. Okay, so now I'm going to share today your the syllabus, okay, that you have. Hello? Yes,
Ma'am, you are not audible.
yes, there is an internet issue. I'm trying to connect again. Okay, just wait for a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, students. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I have internet problem. So I'm connecting from the mobile. Okay. So today we'll discuss the syllabus. So in your MS team, no, you can go to the MS team and under the general section, you go to the file. Okay, and in the file, I have uploaded to this syllabus. Now, there is a two folder, one class material and another is a syllabus folder. Is please open the syllabus because I am not unable to share my screen because this is in my desktop and I'm connecting through the mobile right now. Okay, please open the syllabus. Are you able to open the syllabus?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can see there is a two unit. One is a unit one, there is a unit two. Okay, so unit one is starting with the introduction, that is the basic thing, that is the mathematical preliminaries that we need to know to study this subject. Okay, so the mathematical preliminaries like the set theory and the logic and the function and the relation and the languages that we need to know. Okay, so before going to start the automated theory, we have to learn few the mathematical equation like the basic concept of the set and the logic and the function relation and the languages. Okay, then we will see what is mean by the language and the in the language in the sense of the computer point of view, and the language and the grammar and what is basically automata and the relation between the various languages and the grammar of the automata that we are using in the computer device. Okay, and we also see what is the importance of the automata theory. Okay, so as we talk that what is automata, automata is nothing but the self propelled language that we can use to make a computer system work automatically. Okay, then we will start the topic that is the finite automata. Okay, so here the finite automata we will see the informal introduction of what is the finite automata and what is the finiteness mean and what is the infiniteness mean. Okay, and so here we will see the deterministic finite automata
and how this deterministic finite automata we can create it, and what is the minimum processing string and the transaction function and the language we are used to determine this finite automata. And after that, we'll see how this non-deterministic finite automata will work. And this non-determinism and the extended transition function and how what is the language used to determine this non-deterministic finite automata, and what is the equivalence of this deterministic finite automata and the non-deterministic finite automata. Okay, and in regard of these, we have to learn this K-Lin's theorem and Epsilon theorem, and we will see what is the various application or area of this finite automata. Okay, and then after that, learning this finite automata or infinite, that or non-deterministic finite automata, we'll see the regular expression and the regular language. Okay, so here we will see what is the regular expression and the regular expression to finite automata, and the finite automata to the regular expression, and to various algebraic laws that is used to form the regular expression. Okay, and we will also see the various application area of the regular expression and what is mean by this regular language. Okay, and after that we'll see the various property of this regular language, like the what is the pill hole principle and the pumping lemma. Okay, pumping lemma for the regular language, and what is the various closure property, and what are the various membership language for the regular language, and what is the equivalence automata are there. And then we'll move to the context-free grammar or the language. So here we'll see first the definition of what is the various context-free languages and context-free grammar, and what is the part T, and what is mean by the ambiguity, or what is the ambiguous grammar, or how do we remove this ambiguity, and how to form the generate the normal form. Okay, and in the unit 2, oh, that is for the session 2, we'll study the push down automata and the context free language. So here we'll define push down automata and representing this push down automata. Okay, and we'll see how to make the final state, and how to identify the empty stack, and how to make the deterministic pushdown automata, and how to make the equivalence pushdown automata, and how to generate the context-free grammar and pumping lemma for the context-free grammar languages. Okay, and lastly, we will see this Turing machine. Okay, so we'll see how to generate the Turing machine, and what is the language of language that is we are using for making the Turing machine, and how to write or programming language that we are using to make this Turing machine. Okay, and then we will see the recursively enumerable language that we will see here is the Chomsky header tree. Okay, and then lastly we will see the what is the halting problem, and various problem regarding this halting problem associated with, and what is the various complexity related to the time and the space complexity with this Turing machine, and what is the various classes of this complexity. Okay, and then lastly the language learning, that is the learning of the framework and inductive inferences and the grammar induction. This is the last thing that little bit we have to introduce here, how to learn the languages. Okay, so there is various new thing, that is the basic thing that we can use to form a machine automatically operate. Okay, so this is very important topic in the points of computer science student. Okay, so I expect you all put your full attention to learn this subject. Okay, and to learn each of these points carefully. Okay, students. Is it clear, student? The syllabus that we
Yes,
have.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The same classes from the next class onwards. Okay, And as tomorrow I will be on leave, so you have to schedule the class at 9 o'clock tomorrow. So tomorrow class will be not there, but I will take the class on the Thursday as it is scheduled. Okay, and today's class time is at 10 o'clock. Maybe by mistake that this the border is not put the left or right side of this time table. Okay, so please all of you mark the Monday's class is starting from the 10 o'clock. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we can start here today. You go through the